Hello and welcome. I'm Thomas and today I'm reviewing the Kiwi Ears Etude. They did send this over for review, but that will not bias my opinion in any way. Etude means a short musical composition, usually a single instrument designed as an exercise to improve the technique or demonstrate the skill of the player. And the goal of these is exactly that. It is to provide a highly resolving, studio-inspired tuning, but at an extremely affordable price of $119. I'll be going over the hybrid IEMs, the specs that make it special compared to the competition, and how it performs so you'll have a better idea if this IEM is for you or not. Starting off with the unboxing / specs, inside of the minimalist box you're greeted with the Etude IEMs themselves. These look and feel premium to the touch. Underneath you'll find an included carrying case. It is a nice sturdy zippered case that I like a lot as it provides enough room for the earbuds while also having a pocket for additional accessories, such as a high quality 2-pin detachable cable that doesn't hold memory, provides no microphonics, and is extremely flexible. I like it a lot. It feels durable and has minimal memory on the ear hooks, which allows you to pop them in and out of your ear while still keeping them in place so you can hear the environment, then easily pop them back into your ears. And of course, we have the ear tips. They come with your typical small, medium, and large silicone tips in different colorways to match the style you're looking for. They feel like your typical silicone tips, providing good seal and comfort, and should be good for most people. Moving on to the build and comfort, the shells are made from a medical grade resin and they feel well made and durable. The faceplate has this beautiful subtle shimmer to it that catches the light really nicely. It is an understated but classy look. The shells are ergonomically shaped and for my ears fit well. They're lightweight and sit snugly in my ear without any uncomfortable pressure points. However, I do notice some discomfort on my concha after wearing them for more than 4 to 5 hours. The nozzle is standard size, and with the included tips, I get a deep, secure seal easily. A good seal is very critical for the best bass response and isolation. They do a great job at providing passive noise isolation, effectively silencing the environment around me, and last, it comes with a 1-year warranty. As for the tech specs, the Kiwi Ears Etude is a complex Tribrid in-ear monitor, featuring a 10mm Beryllium dynamic driver for the bass, a set of 3 custom balanced armatures for the mids and highs, and a unique Kiwi Vibration Transducer to add a physical rumble to the sound. Wow, that was a mouthful. Which at this price is unique. It has a sensitivity of 109 decibels and an impedance of 16 ohms, which means it should be very easy to drive from just about any source, including your phone or a simple dongle or DAC. So what makes the Etude special in this incredibly crowded price bracket of $119? They have one primary purpose: resolution and clarity, which I'll get a bit nerdier on in a bit, but to keep things simple for now, it is designed to be a highly detailed and analytical listening experience, but it delivers that detail in a fun and energetic V-shaped sound signature, avoiding the boring or harsh sound of purely reference-tuned IEMs, meaning it aims to pull in as much detail out of the music as it can while still being fun and entertaining. As for the most part, it does this well. The main thing that separates the Etude from the competition is the vibration transducer, which I keep saying horribly, vibration transducer. It provides a unique bass experience without making it overwhelming or dominating. This is something you can physically feel by tapping the earbuds. It absolutely comes across when listening by providing an extra polish to the bass that you just don't get with a lot of other IEMs, by it kind of gently tickling your ear in all of the right ways. Going a bit more in depth into the vibration transducers, it's often called a bone conduction driver, but they call their variant a Kiwi Vibration Transducer, or KVT for short. Essentially, it is a small plate that physically vibrates against the IEM shell, making it so you don't just hear the bass from the driver, but you also feel a tactile rumble. It's designed to add a physical haptic dimension to the low end, making bass drops and drum hits feel more impactful and immersive, which is a very unique experience that almost makes it feel like your ears are vibrating, but also provides a unique bass experience without making it feel overwhelming or dominating. This feeling is very minimal, so it isn't distracting or annoying, and if anything may go unnoticed depending on the song, but it's something you likely won't find on almost all of the other IEMs on the market, and is going to be the main thing that should make you interested in these guys over others. Going on, a bit less unique but not often found in this price point are the Beryllium dynamic drivers and 3 balanced armatures. Using a Beryllium coated diaphragm is a premium feature as it is extremely rigid and lightweight, allowing the driver to move quickly and then stop the extra vibration, providing faster, tighter, and more detailed bass. These Beryllium dynamic drivers are the main drivers for the bass and low mids, which you can certainly notice when listening to these and are a strong point for them. The 3 separate smaller drivers, the 3 balanced armatures that I mentioned earlier, are known for incredible speed and detail handling the mid-range and treble frequencies. By using 3 of them, Kiwi Ears can assign different drivers to a specific frequency range, say one for vocals and then the other for higher treble or instruments. This helps create a very clean and high resolution sound, which again, they did a great job on, with the ability to separate things very well, aka great imaging. But moving on to the subjective sound quality and my ears, just to give you some background to put these through the paces, I tested it on multiple laptops, my phone, and through a Shitmodi JDS Labs Adams amp. No matter what I ran it on, these sounded great, and I didn't notice much difference from going through a dedicated amp/DAC. I also compared them to headphones and IEMs that are dramatically more expensive, as that is what I had on hand, which included the Sennheiser HD650s, the Hi-Fi Man Anandas, and the Sennheiser IE500 IEMs. Those are definitely not fair comparisons. Absolutely not fair comparisons. And therefore, I won't go into much detail due to that, as those all perform better, but by noticeable degrees. But the most important part is that these things kept up surprisingly well, that for most people looking at this price level, or those not wanting to break the bank, performed close enough to not justify the price difference by giving probably 70 to 85% of the experience for hundreds of dollars less, which is a huge compliment. I also listened to a variety of different content and music genres and did some gaming with them. The main summary, they have an analytical V-shaped sound, making them accurate while still being very fun and energetic. As mentioned, the vibration transducers provide some of the best bass I've heard in an IEMs, making them really rumble while still being clean and having a tight bass that isn't overwhelming. The treble is rounded off but clear. Mids sound good but a bit recessed. Vocals in general sound good and enjoyable, and I can listen to these for a very long time without getting fatigued by the sound. Imaging is spot on, and I can easily tell apart all the different parts, but lacks texture that you get with more expensive earbuds or headphones. And the soundstage is very small and intimate, which is to be expected with IEMs. But getting a little bit more nerdy, if you're wanting a little more juice for the sound quality, the bass is more about quality over quantity. The dynamic driver is fast, tight, and controlled. You still get a nice sub-bass rumble while still being very articulate and textured. Bass lines are easy to follow, and kick drums have a satisfying punch without any bleed into the mids. If you're a bass head, these aren't for you, as they deliver clean, accurate bass while still providing plenty of room for the mids and treble and do not dominate, but are the strongest part of these in my opinion. The mid-range is alright. They have almost a slightly processed or hollow sound to them, especially with vocals and certain instruments. In the audiophile community, this is often called BA timbre and is a known characteristic of balanced armature drivers, particularly in this price point. So not too surprising that I'm hearing that. Yet vocals, both male and female, sound mostly natural without being shouty, but sound and feel like they are behind the instruments around them instead of being out front and putting highlights on the background music and information and other sounds instead of the vocals themselves. They lack full texture and emotion. Instruments like guitars and pianos have a sense of clarity and separation, but lack full texture. In general, this is the analytical tuning coming out, being accurate, neutral, and due to that, a bit boring. But the V-shape helps brighten this up, that still makes them exciting to listen to in comparison to actual neutral IEMs. As for treble, the custom balanced armature does a good job of extending the treble. It's not harsh or sibilant to my ears, and it is present and bright, but doesn't fully deliver, leaving a lot of sparkle on the floor for the sake of comfort. I think it has just the right amount to still deliver the meaning, but without the piercing nature, and this really highlights the V curve. But that also means you lose a lot of the emotion as everything is rounded off. Last, for soundstage and imaging, the soundstage is very small, which is to be expected for IEMs. Everything feels like it's right between my eyes mostly, making it sound very much in my head. But the real highlight and strength of these is the imaging. It's a standout feature. It's incredibly precise. You can pinpoint the location of every instrument in the mix with ease. This also makes them a good choice for gaming, which I did in Escape from Tarkov, and they did surprisingly well, along with some other games that I won't go into because IEMs are not my recommendation for gaming. But these do well if that is a use case that you're looking them for. I think the imaging and bass is the saving grace of these, as they elevate it enough that the semi-boring mids and treble doesn't really bother me. Overall, I do enjoy the sound of these. I reach for them if I want a smooth listening experience that is colored to be a bit more exciting than my others, while still being rather analytical and precise with the imaging, which is just a personal preference of mine. So moving on to the conclusion, to wrap things up, who are the Kiwi Ears Etude for? They aren't an IEM for everyone, as they are doing some unique things with their KVT and triple armature drivers, giving a fun analytical V-shaped sound with a unique physical bass presence, while still providing a high level of detail that lets you analyze your music and hear nuance, providing good imaging and allowing an entry level into detail chasing, but leaving room to grow into more expensive pairs by lacking the full accuracy and textures that, say, the IE500s or Sennheiser HD650s, etc. will give you. And for some, may be a bit too analytical and may come across as a bit boring. But that is also what makes them great as a semi-accurate monitoring tool, making it a great choice for the price if it is in the category that you're looking for. They also have a great, unique, classic look while being very comfortable to wear. My favorite part is actually the cord, as the cord is just so much better than my IE500s. The link for these guys is, I think, likely in the description. I'm not sure if that's an associate link or not. Either way, you can use that link if you want or not. I really don't care. Mostly, I'm interested in if you pick these guys up or choose not to. I would love to hear your opinion, because that's where I find most of my value, is sharing my hobby and my experiences and tech with other people that are just as excited as I am. As always, if you have any questions in the comment section, I've got you. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you hated this, leave a dislike. And of course, if you want to see more like this, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, God bless and peace out.